clear in the circle, raising our hands at the goal line. But nobody have seen that. It's a little pass difficult. Oh, what a beautiful switch from the defender. But 1 foot tippy-toeing on the edge of the line. Well done, Abby. Good balance, quick to respond. Oh, straight on that rebound. Totally. Bad association. And you sort of go from there, and if you're good enough, you'll get picked up for this game. But you probably wouldn't get represented picking up for the state until 15. Is there something that stood out to you from Sri Lanka in that one? Foot go in. Oh, a little bit loose there. The passing, and Gabriel picks it up. Although they are a development side, and this, oh no, this won't cap as Singapore can get their hops on. Maybe they can cut off some of those swings. Priscilla, oh, great take. A brilliant take, you're right. Scoreline now within 11. Takes the ball in her blue shot. Talk about it. So they said once the ball releases off the end of the shoulder, even though time has been stopped. Hello and welcome back to OCBC Arena for the second game on day 2, and it's the Papua New Guinea Peppies up against Sri Lanka. First against third coming into this 4th day's play. Papua New Guinea, the only team still 3 from 3, undefeated. Sri Lanka, meanwhile, 1 from 3. They got their first win yesterday, and they've got a great goal percentage that has helped them maintain a high spot on the ladder despite having only won 1 game so far. We just saw the Cook Islands in Canada play, where the Cook Islands got their second win of the tournament, 63-37, which we think takes them from 6th, the bottom of the ladder, into 3rd place. And that means there's pressure now on Sri Lanka to try and hold on to that high spot on the ladder. Joining me in commentary for this one, I'm Brittany Carter, of course, and with me is Parveen Nair. Parv, welcome back to the mic.
Hi Brittany, thank you. It's been a pleasure commentating you the past few days.
Oh, you too? I know you were busy at a concert last night, weren't you, with the music?
I attended Sam Smith's concert. It was really good. So I think Sri Lanka, they're really looking to gun for their second win in this tournament, and we'll definitely see PNG not giving them that easy task, but they're definitely going to put up a good fight and try and maintain being the top of the ladder at the moment. Yeah.
Yep, and Papua New Guinea, I'm sure they're going to take no prisoners. They'll want to keep pushing on and remain 4 from 4, hopefully, at the end of this game.
I thought Sri Lanka, despite their 2 losses in the first 2 days, I thought they came back really strong against Cook Islands to get their first win on the tournament. So I think they're slowly building, and I would expect to see them bringing that momentum into today's game as well. It's definitely going to be hard playing against the current undefeated team of... No, actually, PNG is the only undefeated team so far in this tournament. So they definitely have a big task at hand, but I believe Sri Lanka, they're just going to be fearless. With that young side, I think they have nothing to lose and all to gain. Yeah, so let's see what the match is going to be.
OCBC Arena, let's play Netball! Mirxes Nations Cup 2023, Sri Lanka taking on Papua New Guinea. First up, please welcome Sri Lanka! Goal shooter, Semini Always. Goal attack, Rashmi Pereira. Wing attack, Delangi Wani Tilake. Center, Gayanjali Amarawansa. Wing defense, Sachini Rodrigo. Goal defense, Susima Bandara. And goalkeeper, Bashini De Silva. On the bench for Sri Lanka, Emasha Pereira, Hansama Disanayake, Shalini Nisha, Shalini Rukshala, and Rashmi Obisakara. Head coach of Sri Lanka, Nalika Prasadi, manager Shiromi Kurupu, and physio Awarjana De Silva. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Team Sri Lanka. And now, please welcome Papua New Guinea. Goal shooter, Tiana Baldwin. Goal attack, Kala Ali. Wing attack, Jacqueline Lahari. Center, Eves G. Wing defense, Billy Chi. Goal defense, Shanaz Apellis. And goalkeeper, Jepa Tulapi. On the bench for PNG, Lezieli Taviri, Madison Sivya, Natalie Ono, Kaloa Ovoa, Rowena Vele. Head coach is Annie Iyamo, assisted by Helen Edwards, team manager Diane Lahari, and team physio Maria Yaki. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Sri Lanka and Papua New Guinea. The umpires for this one, Jessica Teng and Teresa Prince. Reserve umpire, Yu Beeling.
Well, there we have it. There are the 2 teams. And so Sri Lanka come in completely unchanged from the starting 7 that has dominated the tournament for them. Meanwhile, Papua New Guinea, there are 5 changes to this lineup. And so you see Millie Chi get her first start of the tournament in wing defence. Tiata Baldwin get her first start of the tournament in goal shooter. Eves Chi moves from wing defence to centre to start. And Shanaz Apellis and Jupet Tuwapi have switched up, as they have done regularly throughout the couple of games, between goal defence and goalkeeper. So 5 changes coming into this one. Is that just about trialling different combinations, you think?
I would think so. I think also because we saw Tiata coming on for the first time in this tournament, I think it did work for them in some sense. So I think maybe they just want to see how else they can explore more combinations with her coming on into the mix as a main goal shooter. Yeah.
And to really hit home how dominant this Papua New Guinea side has been. Their smallest win came on day 1 against Singapore by 2 goals. And in total, so far over the last few days, they have racked up 32 goals over their opponents. So
wow,
they have been the most dominant side, of course. And having a look at the shooting stack, actually, Sri Lanka have scored 4 more goals at 84.66%, 160 total for them, whereas Papua New Guinea, 156 at 78%. So just a small difference there, but Sri Lanka with actually more goals on the board.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually. And there we see Sri Lanka just putting in that first shot of the game. That was a rather quite smooth attack there. So we see the defensive side of Sri Lanka just having a bit of that height disadvantage, especially playing against Tiata and goal shooter. Yeah, so we see what the defenders as a unit are going to work together and do to stop that long ball coming in so easily.
Now Viv steps in, decides she is still a little bit further out than she would like for that shot, and it's her mix-up over the back line to Lapi with the throw-in.
Thought that was a little bit of a desperate pass there. I think she had no options and she knew the clock was ticking, so she just had to try and give it a go and pass it out.
Oh, Sri Lanka very close then.
Yeah, thought the goal defense, she read that really well, just had to come off the body and go at a different angle instead. Oh, nice pass. There we see that chemistry between Jacqueline and Tiata. They've been playing for many years now.
They're the most cap players inside this squad.
That's right.
So for Tiata, this would be her 89th cap, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. 89.
They played Singapore A yesterday, which is when she came on, so that doesn't count. So 89 caps, yes. Of course, all teams here getting test ranking points except for when they play Singapore A, which is an invitational side. I think the tough thing for Sri Lanka in this one is that Papua New Guinea has been the more clinical side. They've been very haven't had a lot of errors, I think, throughout the first 3 days of the tournament.
They've been the most consistent team. Yeah, we do see some lapses in their game, but overall, I think if you compare across the board, I think they really have been putting up more of a consistent performance across the 4 quarters for any of the games that they've played so far.
But what I am interested to see is that Sri Lanka yesterday, we saw that fight from them in attack that we're so used to, I guess, seeing, and has become so synonymous with their game in netball. Oh no, we've just lost our TV screen here. So our tech guys will help us get that one sorted. Of course, we're situated behind the score, behind some of the grandstands here, which means we aren't courtside. All right, back on.
A little bit of a technical error there.
Panithilaka, beautiful feed in along that baseline. Oh, it teases us heading around to them through. Do you know what Sarah Clow from the Swifts likes to call those shots?
Which one?
The dunny flushes.
Oh, is it?
For obvious reasons.
Speaking about Sarah Cloud, so the Australia Diamonds are having a series with South Africa starting today.
I think they're actually playing as we speak.
Oh,
yes, they're playing
right.
against South Africa, the Proteas, up in Cairns in Queensland.
That will be a 3 or 4 match test?
3.
Okay.
Which is the normal.
Yeah.
The Constellation Cup is a bit odd with 4 games.
Yeah, and I know there's a whole debate now saying like whether they should change it up to 5 games instead, right?
Yes, 5 or 3. I think 3 is enough. But people do love the Australia-New Zealand rivalry, so perhaps 5. But it just makes it a bit of a flat finish at the end there when either team is winning 2 games each, and it comes down to goal percentage. So
maybe go for 5 games and make sure the 5th match is hosted in a neutral venue.
Yeah, so we can bring it to Singapore.
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. I'll definitely be there to watch. Yeah, since both are always finding it hard to play on each other's home ground, so just make the 5th test in a neutral environment.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that part. Yeah, what I was trying to say before we lost our screen before is that Sri Lanka are really known for the fast pace of their attack and a lot of quick ball movement, fast feet, and so they come up against a Papua New Guinea side who are quite fit, and so I think hopefully there'll be some sort of similarities about the game and maybe a better contest in that area.
Yeah, that's right. So actually the Sri Lankan mid-court players are kind of similar to the Singapore players, and actually because we're slightly smaller in stature. So actually they do have some quite dynamic, quick, fast ball movement as well. So I think just that we're so used to seeing Sri Lanka shooting and having Tajini at the back in many years, being that tall shooter for them. But recently, as she announced her retirement, now we see more of a moving circle. So it's quite a new look moving circle, shooting circle for Sri Lanka, which we're not used to. So I think they're slowly adapting to this. Yeah, but I think the mid-court is really just their classic two, where we see wing attack Dulangi as well as Gayanjali in center. We've seen them many years playing together, so it's not a surprise to see how they're playing with that fast, quick movement. Yeah.
Well, they've got PNG on the back foot here. 7-5 they lead. And the closest game we've seen Papua New Guinea play was on that first day against Singapore, 52-50. So if you say that Singapore and Sri Lanka have elements of their attack that are similar in that respect, like really quick pace, the fitness, and coming back to all that, maybe that could be where this game is kind of won or lost.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's probably going to see, I don't know, if they keep this out, maybe we might see a turnout like what it was in the Singapore PNG game. Yeah.
Oh, great shot from Pereira, and she's been their go-to goal attack for this tournament.
So I think Sri Lanka has really brought their momentum from their win yesterday into today's game, at least in the first quarter. So we see a 3-goal lead by Sri Lanka at the moment. And there we go, a nice tip there. Unfortunately, just couldn't pull it in. Read that long pass so beautifully.
They're threatening in defence, that's for sure. And Tiata way outside the circle then, wasn't even an option for the rebound. I think she's trying to drag her defender with her.
That's right.
Some quick work here, Alvis outside the circle. And this is feeling really smooth in attack. So even though Papua New Guinea are stretching the Sri Lankans wide and not letting them going directly to post, there's some really quick ball movement that is still making this attack feel really seamless for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think patience is the key, actually, really, because I think when you have possession and you really try and keep that possession, I think eventually you're just able to score it off. Yeah.
Oh, De Silva.
Great rebound.
Sorry, it was Bantarara.
Not sure if PNG is struggling just a little bit because I think they're so used to Ovoa starting for them. Yeah, so I think it's the first time they're starting a game without her on court.
Yeah, so the 5 changes. Tulapi now out of play.
So the goal at Rashini, I think she plays like a third mid-court role. Like she helps the mid-court hit circle edge, and then she comes in, she draws the contact by running the front. Oh, nice. Opening up there by the center of Papua New Guinea.
Eves Chi.
Yeah.
Still just 18 years old.
Such a young player, but so promising.
Yeah, there's a real Australian influence, I guess, in where some of these players for the Papua New Guinea Peppers are based and where they play their club netball.
Great shot there by Kala Ali, the goal attack of PNG.
We also have Madison Sivia on the bench, who is another Queensland player. And of course, Milichi, Eve's sister in wing defence.
We see quite a bit of contact calls in this game so far. The umpire James.
Oh, that was a very quick 3 seconds.
Oh. There we go, PNG on turnover. Nice drive through the middle channel by Yushi.
Oh, Lahari cutting out the mess. And Baldwin a little way out. She's mid-range here, but she likes it. The accuracy's good.
Great shot there. She's so calm and collected, and she puts up those shots.
190 centimetres tall, so their tallest player, the Peppers.
Oh, unlucky there.
Might have been a drag.
Yeah, I think it's more of a drag, yeah.
Punching through the mid-court, Sri Lanka. Alvis away outside the circle, and Pereira, the go-to target inside. Despite being the shortest player inside that circle, we see Apellis really well there on the rebounds. Oh, one back by Sri Lanka.
Really great intercept there by Ganjali, the center, who's also the captain of the team.
I think they've switched roles now, the two mid-quarters. I think she might be still in a leadership role, but Vanithilaka taking over the captaincy. There has been a change, though, because I believe that Ganjali might have been one of the captains at World Cup.
Yep.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Great shot there by Alvis.
So it's taken Sri Lanka a little while to get their 10th goal, but they do hit double digits. And PNG starting to claw back. They're only behind by 2.
Very nice, great passing cut between the goal shooter and center.
I think what might help relieve the pressure inside this circle for Sri Lanka is if we see Pereira go out and get the front cut, then Alvis needs to get better with the body positioning for that rebound, because at the moment the Papes are sort of occupying that middle space between the two shooters
and they're all
stretching
over
them
for the
wide.
rebound, right?
Yeah, and they're in a way better spot to go up for that rebound. So see, we see this here, right? So if this is missed, who is going to get that?
So now Alvis really needs to just block it off, just block out her space, just get ready for the rebound. There we go, nice. Running through the baseline, just popping up at the right timing. Oh, great try there. Unfortunately, PNG were just too quick with their passes.
So this is the second time in the tournament where we've seen the Papes with a bit of a slow start. Against Singapore, they were originally down to start, and then they slowly turned the game as time went on, and they were able to be the more dominant side and work themselves into the contest. But yeah, not since then have we seen the Papes have, I guess, such a big challenge in the opening quarter.
Yeah.
They've kind of had things all their way, and like you said earlier, the changes to the side to start this one probably have an impact. Much better rebound from Sri Lanka there.
I think the goal should have hurt you about the rebounding position. There we see,
way open there.
Just recognize that the goalkeeper went out a bit too early.
I love that the mid-court has the confidence to go straight to her and just score quickly if it's open. So this is a 2-on-1 now in the circle. Sri Lanka with the advantage.
Let's see, what are they going to put on a screen or?
Well, that was a little bit lucky then, because Sri Lanka were panicked.
Yep. It looks like 3 seconds is going to be up. Just under 1 minute left in this first quarter of the game. Sri Lanka with a 3-goal lead at the moment.
I'm really enjoying the work from Sachini Rodrigo in wing defense. She's just covering Jacqueline Lahari, and all of the dodging that the two are doing is making the centre pass a little bit harder for the Papes. And having watched them in recent days, a lot of what their game plan has been is Lahari coming straight out as the only option for the centre pass for the Papes, and then trying to get some depth on that second phase with the other mid-quarter, or sorry, goal attack heading back. But what we're seeing from Sri Lanka here is a real sign that they've done their homework and really shutting that option down. And so as a result, the Papes are having to think hard in attack. It's not as easy as other times.
Just as you were complimenting the wing defense of Sri Lanka, she just came out with a nice intercept. I think like you said, you're absolutely right. I think they really watched the footage from yesterday's game. When PNG played against Singapore A, you could see Jacqueline just really taking that forward in that centre pass, really just getting most of it. Like I would say 90% of the centre passes when she was on court. So I think they've recognized that and they changed up their defense to counter that.
But will we see some changes from the Papes in response to this slow start? It's Sri Lanka who take the early lead, 13-11 by 2 heading to the break. Back for the second quarter, and Sri Lanka did have a little 2-goal lead heading into the break.
So we see a couple of changes. So we have a change in the center court, the center position for Team PNG. We have Madison Sylvia coming on. Let's see what other changes there are. Oh, Tiata has left the court. We have Ovoa coming on as goal shooter, where we always see her. So she's paired with Kala Ali, that usual shooting combination we see from PNG to always start the game.
Something we were speaking about the earlier match today is that these teams really have to manage fatigue quite well, because it is a full week tournament and this is their 4th day consecutively playing. So I wonder if that opportunity to start the fresh players with those 5 changes for the starting 7 was about, one, giving them opportunity, but also just
Managing load.
Managing load, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's really both of these reasons.
So we've also seen a change in defence.
Yeah, that's right. So we have Leslie Taviri coming on as goal defence.
Leslie Taviri, yes. And Tulapi goes to the bench and Apellis goes to goalkeeper.
Yeah. No changes at all for Team Sri Lanka. They've stuck to that 7 that has managed to win that quarter earlier on.
They've been reluctant to make changes throughout the whole tournament, actually. When you look at the score, the team sheet, all of their players are ordered, so all of the subs are in the same order, which usually indicates that they know who their starting 7 is going to be before the tournament starts.
It makes it easier for the team manager to just indicate the positions to submit to the bench. See quite a number of whistles so early in the second quarter, really not sure what's happening.
Papua New Guinea just getting a little stuck on the body.
I think umpires are noticing there's a lot of infringement or contact even before the ball is coming to them. Like there's a lot of aji-baji going on. So I think they're trying to take control of that early.
I think for Papua New Guinea, this might be a bit of an unknown with this contest because Sri Lanka have played at the Nations Cup 6 times, but they haven't played since 2013. So it's been 10 years. Whereas the Pepes last played here in 2019 and they've played 9 times now. So they've been here a lot, but this generation of players probably haven't experienced Sri Lanka in this form. And so probably it is a bit of an adjustment, just learning how to play against their style.
Nice drive there by Awili. Oh, sorry, I didn't get her name right. Elvis, yeah, that's right.
Pereira.
I think she's doing really well trying to help the midcourt hit the circle edge by linking, and then we see Pereira just running straight in to provide the option in the circle.
Well, that 2-goal buffer is holding at the moment, so this is an even quarter to start.
That was a really nice pass in by Jacqueline, right straight to Ovoa. Nice drive down the pocket. There we go. 3 passes and it goes all the way in for Sri Lanka. I think they're recognizing their timing a bit better now, and I think everybody's just adjusting to each other's timing and space, knowing where each other are running.
Oh, through traffic.
Fumble over the legs of the goalkeeper.
De Silva has to stand aside as Ali can't get the shot to connect.
Contact call against the goal defense Sri Lanka. Ovoa gets a chance to put that shot in. Thought that was going out actually.
Tough work for Vanitha Laker as Apellis. Oh! She did well to win the ball back then, but it has gone straight to Sri Lanka. And also not to go offside.
That's right.
Good hands over here, nice hold. A little bit close, just falling in with the hold as time went on. And Ovoa just so confident inside that circle. There's a huge difference with her on court. Yep. We see the score level now, 18-all.
Yeah, I think the flow of attack for PNG has really changed the moment she has come on. I think they're just so confident to just pass that ball in, and how Ovoa always provides that option just from as early as the center pass. Yeah.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The scoreboard has updated. So 19-18, the score is now 20. So they're still holding on to that 2-goal buffer.
There we go. That nice straight pass in.
De Silva just getting caught on the back of Ovoa. And it has paid off, though, in this instance, holding that back space, because it meant that she was in a better position to go for the rebounds.
Oh, nice pass just over the mess there. Sri Lanka just really having that flow on attack. There we see it.
Beautiful give and go. A drive forward and then the drop from Alvith.
I think this is the usual Sri Lanka attack that I'm so used to seeing actually in the past years. Yeah, they're usually pretty good with their timing and their accuracy of pass.
And we look like we have 2 leads coming to the ball for most passes.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a mistake here.
Great steal there by PNG. Madison straight first one to the loose ball.
Deep into that pocket, Lahari finds Ali along the baseline, and it's a good shot.
Oh, it's a breaking call against the wing defense.
Yeah, so supposedly against Chi, there's a change there with Millie Chi coming off and Eves Chi into the wing defense.
That's
but they were
the usual mid-court combination that we actually see, right?
Yes, yeah. But when the umpire called breaking it, it almost looked as if they thought it was the goal defense. So you get a bit of confusion there. Yes, you're right. This is sort of more of their go-to for the start in the mid-court. Taviri, good hands over. And
wow.
Sivya so close to reining that in then. Sri Lanka with some fancy footwork falling out of play. Able to keep possession.
You notice that Sri Lanka has been very dominant in terms of how they're always the first one to the loose ball. I see a couple of passes being overpassed or underpassed, but with someone tipping the ball, they're always first to see them running after the ball right after that. So I think they really have fire in their bellies. They really want this.
So that was called as obstruction as well. Some interesting tape on Talapi's shoulder. Breaking call against Lahari. She wasn't very happy with that one.
It's quite an unusual mistake by her, actually.
I think it again comes back to this pressure that Lahari has been the go-to option and the only real option for their centre pass for much of the tournament. And many teams haven't really been able to shut that down. But here, because there is that added defensive pressure on the centre pass, it's just causing a breakdown in the attack.
Yeah, and I think all credits to Sachini, the wing defense of Sri Lanka. I think she's really done her homework. She's really grinding it out. She's giving Jacqueline Lahari a hard time, not making it easy for her at all.
Oh, it's unfortunate for Sri Lanka. Big long passes here to almost skip the mid-court from Papua New Guinea. Avoa switches it out to the right. Ali takes it on her hip. And no problems at all from that distance.
Oh, shot not taken. Umpire wants it to be set at the right position. But it's okay, they still put it in again.
You usually see advantage played in that scenario.
2 goals the difference between these 2 teams. But PNG, if they score this, they just make it a 1-goal gap, and they do. Still a very tightly contested game.
So that stepping call quite costly on Sri Lanka. Just a couple of passages of play ago. Oh, the vision there.
Nice straight pass in. Oh, great rebound by the goal defense of Papua New Guinea. Lissini Taviri. Is that a mistake?
We're seeing this from both teams, actually. They're winning the ball back, but they're not able to capitalise on it. A few mistakes creeping in.
I think they're all just trying to play to each other's tempo. I think everyone's getting a little bit rushed.
They swing. Maravantha looks to feed, and they'll try to go back.
Oh.
Threading the needle quite well there, and I think Alvith did a brilliant job at just protecting the ball coming through, turning the body, getting the defender caught on her back for a contact call.
See a change up there in the centre pass for PNG. First time Jacqueline has decided to stay back, just take the second phase, and letting her go attack Kala Ali, just take the lead on the centre pass.
Stepping in, oh, a little offline, but she'll get a second bite at the cherry. So we're holding in this pattern between 2 and 1 goals. This is a great contest so far.
I'm loving it. Always love it when the matches are close. Oh!
You can just see Tulapi really starting to get a bit frustrated there in goalkeeper.
The umpire just told them to calm down. She read it, but she just decided to stop at that final second instead of just going all the way for it.
What we've seen from the Pepes a lot through this tournament is punching through that middle channel, but this time the Sri Lanka is really forcing them to play a very different kind of see ball, play ball kind of scenario where they're just having to riff off what is happening. We're seeing a lot of diagonal passing.
That was threading the needle there, right through two defenders, over caught it strongly.
Alvith a long way from home, now pushing back into the circle as there's a contest between these two centres. It's really starting to fire up in the mid-court.
I thought it was a bit unlucky there. I thought the centre of PNG, Madison, was actually in the front space. I thought she had ball in hand first. Oh, great take. Yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah, jinx. Double jinx.
That would be bad if neither of us was able to talk, wouldn't it? All right, so Papua New Guinea have swung things around there in front by 2, 26-24, and as we head into the final 3 minutes of this half, this is a crucial moment for Sri Lanka. Defensive pressure needs to be at its absolute best, and they can't stop. Another goal for the Pepes.
Tara Ali and her shots, she's been brilliant, really accurate under the post. I think it's the first time we see PNG taking the lead in this game. The momentum has swung the other way now.
Just too much rush then. I think they had the right idea.
Yeah.
Pass a little off.
Being a bit too eager to pass, the execution just wasn't right.
Just a bit of panic with the scoreboard, but again, the hands over. This time from Bandara.
I think Sri Lanka just a little bit rash on attack. I think they need to realize there is still time. Just slow it down a bit, change the pace up.
And really the 3 goals is just one turnover here, so just remaining composed and not letting that scoreboard pressure get to them. So within 2.
Can Sri Lanka get a turnover and try and level this up before the quarter ends? Let's see, or will PNG score this off?
So this makes things a little easier for the Pepes, the contact call on the edge of the circle.
Oh, thought we were going to see a screen happening.
And another penalty just inside here makes it even easier for the Pepes as we head into the final minute and a half before half-time. Okay, here's an opportunity for the for Sri Lanka to score quickly. And there's a mix-up, and who comes up with it?
Great intercept.
Taviri.
She ran side by side with the goal tag, and her closing speed to try and intercept that ball was great.
There was 4 players at a pack then, wasn't it? And it was really who was going to come up with it out of all of them.
That's right.
Trying to thread that needle, and Sri Lanka, they've got a minute to try and capitalise on this here.
There's still lots of time. A minute in the netball game is actually quite a lot of time to play the ball around.
We're seeing Pepe really shut down both of the options coming to the ball. That was such a trademark part of the successful start for Sri Lanka. They had 2 options to the ball, and now we're struggling to find 1 option at points. 36 seconds on the clock. Alvis, very accurate. You can see some of the Sri Lankan development players, I think.
Yeah, that's right, you're right. The development players actually flew in with them, if I'm not wrong, because they're here to play a bit of some of the friendlies with some of the clubs here as well.
18 seconds. Can they get it back to just 2 goals? Pereira, big step in on 1 foot.
Oh, nice shot there.
She takes them to 27, and so we'll be back to the 2-goal buffer, except the result will have flipped. A penalty will still need to be taken, right? No. Okay, so...
So it's time, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of confusion there, because usually you would still let the pass happen, but I suppose with a couple of seconds there, the umpires have decided to just call it. Yeah, and there's a bit of, I think, unhappiness from the Pepes about that because they thought they had a couple more seconds up their sleeve. Either way, the score is 29-27, and it's a 4-goal turnaround for the Pepes, so they'll be happy with that second quarter part.
Yeah, definitely. I think with Ovoa coming on, I think it really made that difference for them. I think she's always been the anchor for them in that shooting circle. So I think that flow, that natural flow just came in and also with the addition of Madison, their main center, I think that's why things just changed up. I think Sri Lanka still maintained that intensity, but I think just had a little bit of errors when they got a little bit too rushed and played into the Pepes momentum. Yeah.
All right, well, the change back to some of the familiar combinations has worked for the Pepes as we head to the halftime break with the team undefeated, currently in the lead. Just waiting for the umpires to indicate the start of this third quarter, and it is Papua New Guinea with a little 2-goal lead over Sri Lanka after a dominant second quarter with a 4-goal turnaround.
Great shot there by the goal shooter of Sri Lanka. So just 1 goal difference. Do we see any changes in the lineups for both sides?
I can't see a change for Papua New Guinea.
I think same for Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
I think
Sri
they're
Lanka
just stuck to the same 7 since the first quarter. Yeah, that's right.
You could almost put money on that because they're just so, you know, they've got a lot of faith in their starting 7.
Yeah. And I think they've been doing a rather good job. I mean, keeping the current champions of the the leaderboard team. I mean, just 2 goals away from them. Oh, great intercept by the goal defense. She just read that.
This is one of the better games I've seen from Susima Bandarera.
Yeah, I think the defensive pressure of Sri Lanka has really stepped up this game.
Just as Chapet gets a hand to a rebound there, and PNG very quick on the counter-attack. Sri Lanka really caught trying to catch up.
Obstruction call against the goal defense of Sri Lanka. Susima Bandara. So PNG slots in another goal. See a number of calls happening once again. Both umpires just trying to control the game.
Going long.
Great pass in. Nice look in by Gayanjali. Just saw her goal attack Rashimi totally free. Fortunately, just couldn't finish up the shot. PNG comes up with the rebound.
And Tulapi with the holdover, the jump hold, seems to be quite effective on the shorter Pereira.
Yep. Nice fast play down caught by Team PNG. Just so swift. Just finding their options down court really fast. Nice opening up the circle with that swing.
Ali's just so confident.
Yeah, I know.
She's still quite a young player herself.
She's really young, as in it was her debut this competition, so really I can't tell that she's a youngster coming into this team. She looked like she has been playing for a number of years already.
Off the shoe. So an interesting setup here as they break away almost a little bit too early then. Sri Lanka.
It's just quite interesting to see both the shooters of Sri Lanka just not even looking at the ball carrier. They had their heads against, they had their backs turned against the wing attack.
Yeah.
Nice drive there to draw the contact.
I almost could have thought that it could have been an offensive contact then.
Yeah.
It's very close, isn't it, the contest there. Alvith on that baseline where she likes it. Behind by 3. And we're having to see these big cross-court swings from Papua New Guinea to get past the Sri Lankan defence, but it still has the desired effect.
Nice elevation there by Kala Ali. You know, we always see her just jumping straight up with that great elevation. Oh, we see that coming forward and drop back once again. Unfortunately, just couldn't keep that ball in play.
I think Alvith could have had a crack at that shot herself.
Yeah.
Oh, they won it back. Ah, replay. So close.
Still PNG's possession. There we see PNG just playing that middle line. Oh, great play there. Obstruction call against the goalkeeper, Sri Lanka.
Almost 8 p.m. at night in Port Moresby as Avoa will get another crack at it here. Oh no, Ali said I want it instead. So almost 8 p.m. at night. And 3:18 in the afternoon for Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka is actually 2 hours behind Singapore. Is that right? 2.5 hours.
2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's late. It's early in the morning for PNG, right?
I think it's nighttime still.
Oh, nighttime, okay.
Yeah, 7:48 to be precise in Port Moresby. Primetime viewing for the netball, hey?
Yes.
I think their men's and women's rugby league teams are competing at the moment in some of the Pacific tournaments being held in Queensland.
Oh, okay. And
So-
PNG is participating in it?
I
Yeah.
believe so. So they've got a fair bit on at the moment. Papua New Guinea is a sporting nation.
Yeah, yeah, they're definitely known for their rugby as well. I think most of the Pacific nations, they all play rugby, right? It's one of their biggest sport.
I think there's a big pull for rugby league and rugby union in some of them as well. Certainly in New Zealand,
Yes.
heading into the Rugby World Cup very
yes,
soon.
It's happening this Saturday.
Yes.
All Blacks have made it to the finals against South Africa, the defending champions, right?
Yes. Will be a very good game, I think. As Millie Chi wins the ball back.
The semi-finals.
Oh, Eves Chi, sorry.
Between South Africa and England was just 1 goal of difference. Yep, and then because of that, as South Africa qualified, I think it was like a kick by the captain that really just made them come across the line and to get into that finals. Yeah.
I think it was really tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what we want to see in sport as fans of it. Oh, so the battle between Rodrigo and Lahari goes Papua New Guinea's way there.
Yeah, so far I think it's been a really nice battle to watch. I think they're really going step by step. Every movement Jacqueline Lahari makes, you see the wing defense side by side with her.
Beautiful turn then.
Oh, good try there, almost there.
I really enjoy what... Oh, there's an offensive contact and I've just put them off on her. I was just going to say, I really enjoy what Ganjali Amaravantha brings to the court and centre.
Oh, nice fake there by Jacqueline. She just had experience, she just knew how to handle the ball, pull the defenders away and just pass it to Avoa.
A big smile on the face of Ali as well. And why wouldn't you be smiling? Out by 7 goals at the moment after being down at the first break and then up by 2 at half-time. And this is probably the part of the game where we've seen some teams fall away against Papua New Guinea. I think Sri Lanka have held on just as well as maybe Singapore did, but certainly the fitness and the work rate of the Papuas have come to fruition in the second half of most games.
But I think what the Sri Lankan shooters have done really well is, I think they've secured their position, being able, as in they're able to just draw that contact, because you see quite a number of calls being made against the Papua New Guinea defenders. So I think they've been really strong in their holes, just allowing and I think it also helps that the feeders are able to just trust and pass that ball in so that the contact is even drawn in the first place. You see another breaking call there.
So it was called against goal defence though, which was way back in the circle by then. Anyway, it is a breaking call nonetheless.
Yeah.
Stepping in, Alvis. We need to see some fight from Sri Lanka here.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is starting to go a bit awry for Rodrigo, who had probably the better hand on the game to start. She's
right.
really holding up Lahari, and as time has gone on, I'm not sure whether it's fatigue.
I think the players are just getting too soaked up in the game. I think they're ignoring the umpires' calls. I think the umpires are having to repeat and just call back play.
Great dodge then from Vaniti Leka.
Oh, it's an offensive contact call.
It's a heavy contest, and it was Bandara who was the one stuck on the ground. In favour of the Pepes, that call though. And Avoa wants it. Turning to post. Nicely done. Right, this is very much starting to get away from them, Sri Lanka now.
Yeah, that's right. PNG, I think if they do manage to put this ball in, it's going to be a 10-goal lead. The third quarter has just blew out just like that.
I think if Sri Lanka are able to clean up some of these little niggly penalties that are starting to get into the game, then they might be able to have a chance at having a crack at the ball, because at the moment they're getting caught on the body and then they're not even having a chance to stay in play and contest.
Yeah.
And there's a change here, yes.
Yes, we see a new goal shooter coming on for Team Sri Lanka.
So I believe it might be Amasha Pereira who's come on.
Do you recall if she's played in the other games so far?
Not at this tournament, I don't believe. So 7 caps to her name so far, 174 centimetres tall. So she's actually a little bit shorter than Alvis, 4 centimetres in fact. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do in that goal shooting position.
And looking at the number of caps she has, she's definitely considered quite a young player for the team. Because as compared to Alvis, who sits at 70 caps coming into this tournament.
It's the commando role for Pereira then.
Oh, nice, great first shot for her. Welcome onto court. It's always nice to come on as a shooter and actually sink that first shot in. I think it gives you lots of confidence.
Four minutes left in this third quarter.
The wing defense is she's always so she's always acknowledging the umpires. So polite.
Giving herself some room, but Pereira takes herself way out of the contest. I'm not sure that was the right call then. They kind of needed someone to be contesting the rebounds, even though she is the shortest player inside that circle. I still think that pressure might have helped.
I think you mentioned about the rebound thing earlier in the first quarter. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, this is an opportunity here with the over a third call. Just a chance to pin one back, and as we know, when the lead is so blown out like this.
Oh, great tip there by Ishi.
It's really important just to keep chipping away, to not let the moment overcome you. On the fly. Oh, Vanithilaka swings it overhead.
Wow, that was quite a fanciful jump there by Ishi. She tried to stay on side, but unfortunately.
She looked more like a ballerina than a netballer there. To the top. No look bounce. And I think this is just the tactics of PNG to just draw that clock down.
You're right. Oh, great contest there for the rebound. This is where we want to see Sri Lanka doing that more. See some fans in the stands looking at their phones. Are they listening to us while watching the game?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, great tee. Just not enough on that pass, actually. But it should have been lifted more into the space of Owa.
You're looking forward to the Singapore and Singapore A clash after this one?
It's going to be like a training friendly match, I guess.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because they know each other. They train each other day in, day out. I mean, the Opens national team and the development team, they just train side by side.
Yes.
I mean, on the days that they have training. So I think they know each other inside out quite well. So I think it's just going to be another training friendly match just between both of these teams.
I was kind of hoping there might be some rivalry forming.
You never know. Maybe the development team might want to try and see what they can bring to their seniors. Yeah.
But that was wonderfully done by Taviri then. And sailing through the air is Lahari. She just regathers. Oh, I'm not sure that I saw that then.
But footwork. Call. Did her foot go over the line?
No, they said a footwork call. And Lahari was confused herself. One here again by Taviri.
Yeah, she read that really well. I love how Ovoa is just really presenting front, and then when both the mid-court players are drawing to the pockets, I think it really opens up that middle channel, and then the pass can just go straight in.
So they're behind by 9, Sri Lanka. They sort of need to treasure this possession all the way up the court. really look after it. Swinging out to the other pocket.
Oh, she just
Now
missed
to the
her
top.
take at the front.
Driving forward, there's some space happening. It's a moving circle for sure. But Tulapi out of play now.
She's a bit late on that challenge.
Yeah, good shot from Pereira. So there's actually two Pereiras inside the circle at the moment.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
have
right.
Rashmi and Amasha. Can they score again quickly here? Vaniti Lurka quickly setting up Pereira, and on 1 foot, she misses the shot. Chapet straight on the rebound.
14 seconds on the clock. Can PNG score off one more goal?
Ali. Yeah, so
There's a bit of
accurate.
confusion there. She thought that there was a call.
So that'll be the end of quarter 3. PNG with the lead, 45-36. And looking at the moment like they might be able to stay undefeated after 4 days of play. But there is still 15 minutes left for Sri Lanka to challenge. So we hope they're able to come back into the contest. (45-36), it is the Pepes who are rolling on with the kind of form we've seen them dominate this tournament with.
That was a pretty fast goal since the start of the fourth quarter. Oh, great challenge there by Ishi. Can PNG pick up that loose ball? Oh, they do! That was a nice sprint there by Jacqueline. She really ran for it. It was so nice to see Kala Ali, her goal attack, just backing her up, rewarding her defenders' efforts.
So no changes for Sri Lanka or Papua New Guinea at that end of the court.
We'll have to see when the camera shifts. Let's see. Yeah, I think both have stuck to that same 7 from the third quarter.
So we often don't see Sri Lanka make many changes. We know that, and they have made a change in the shooting circle. But do you think we might need a bit of a change in the mid-court from them? Because I think what they were doing so well to start the game was they were really holding up Papua New Guinea in that mid-court and making it a slow passage for them to get through the middle of the court, but also to get onto circle edge. And as time has gone on and some of the players there have fatigued, it's been less effective.
Yeah, I think you're really right. As in, I think maybe the coach could think about bringing on some fresh legs, really just giving it all they can against Papua New Guinea, just making it hard on attack, because I think now it's pretty free-flowing for them. Actually, Sri Lanka did make a change. They brought Semini always back on as goal shooter.
Oh, okay, they've gone back to that starting goal shooting combination. So that might have been just about bringing her off to get a little look at the game, maybe have a chat with the coach about what she needs to do. Avoa, such a strong target, so easy to sight.
I'm surprised I don't see any changes from PNG actually.
Being in front by a fair way.
Yeah, exactly.
Tulapi has really come alive in these last 2 quarters. A strong presence with a hold over the ball.
That was an unusual swing to the back. I thought she had options opened up, but she chose to go back.
So Tulapi is their captain, way at the backing goalkeeper. And I sometimes like that because although that they're so sort of far from the rest of the action, if they lead by example, then often the rest of the team, it follows all the way down the court.
Yeah, but you're right. And usually when you see a captain coming out with an intercept or doing a really nice shot, or for example, if they're in the mid-court passing a really nice feed, I think it really beefs like the whole team up. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's always nice to have your leaders setting examples, like playing to their strengths and contributing to the team.
Yeah, it's quite common to see mid-court, the captain in the mid-court, isn't it, actually?
Yeah. I think you rarely see captains playing that shooter role. I think they have all that pressure to put up the shots, to maintain their composure. So I think it's always easier for a captain to be either a mid-court player or a defender. Yeah.
Some very free-flowing play here from Papua New Guinea, and not much shutting down from Sri Lanka. They're not able to hold them up the same way they were in the opening 2 quarters.
Oh, nice movement there by the goal shooter of Sri Lanka, Semini Alvini. She has been doing that quite a bit, just coming forward, just bring the defender a little bit with her, and then just pulling back, changing the angles up.
But this has been a really good challenge for her, hasn't it? Because she has got that height to compete in the circle, but Tulapi is just as tall, and so it's a really good matchup there.
Oh, we see a change happening for Sri Lanka.
So I believe this might be Rashmi coming on, Abase Kara. So this is the first time we'll see her throughout the Nations Cup. Her debut, actually.
Oh, right.
This is a big moment then. Oh, that's unlucky then. I think Papua New Guinea had just left it.
Yeah, I know. I thought she was going to do that, but I think she wasn't sure if the last touch came off Sri Lanka.
Stepping in. This a little short, and Tulapi just quicker to the rebound then.
That was a really nice rebound. She just came through both layers just like that. Squeezed away in the middle. Great take by Jacqueline, just pulling that ball in hard. A nice shooter pass between the goal attack and goal shooter of PNG.
Stepping in, Ali. And I think that has been the deathly part of this attack, is that with Ali's accuracy from mid to long range and her ability to carve up and create space inside that circle, as well as Avoa's dominance just on the hold, they've been such a lethal combination for the Pepes.
Yeah, and I'd just like to highlight that Kala Ali, she's, despite her small stature, like she's not that tall as compared to the defenders that she usually plays against. She's unfazed about the long arms and that defensive pressure over the shot. She's just able to just execute it really well.
9 minutes left in this game on day 4. Today would be the midway of the tournament, actually.
Yeah, that's right, because tomorrow's the rest day for all teams. But everyone's excited for that, just to get a break. More changes for Team PNG.
Millie Chi comes on in wing defence. She started in that position. Eves Chi shifting into centre. And Jacqueline Lahari takes a breather as Madison Sivia moves to wing attack. So a real shift inside this mid-court. Swinging overhead, Sri Lanka. The bit of a fake there. Ramaravantha. Just inside the penalty. Pereira to Alvith with a challenge from behind.
Just a little bit of knock on the head there. Madison moved to wing attack now.
Yes. So it's been a real shift. All 3 players, a change in those positions. Avoa never going to miss from there.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with the shooting circle of Papua New Guinea. Such a young side, but I don't know, they just look like they've been playing for years now. Just so clinical, so composed.
And we know they haven't in a lot of ways, because as you mentioned earlier, Ali was on debut for the Nations Cup, and we haven't seen her at the Pacific Oz Sports Netball Series in 2023 or 2022. So she is quite a new face in this side, but it does look like they've been playing together for years and years. Maybe they've got a connection at Clubland that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's true.
Great take. Almost midway through this final quarter.
You can see Sri Lanka just playing possession. Oh, there we have it. Nice quick pass in by Dulangi, just citing her goal shooter. Semini at the baseline. Oh. She's heard the umpire issue a warning call to the goalkeeper, Papua New Guinea, Jeffer Tulapi. Seems like the penalty count for this game might be quite high.
It's certainly blown out in the second half, and part of that is just the fatigue in the bodies.
Oh, we see more changes happening over moving to goal attack. Kali Ali just coming off the court, and the new goal shooter coming on would be...
Is it Rowena Fetler? I'll have a look when she moved up that side of the court. So she was actually, yes, it is Vele. So she was a late addition to the side. She actually replaced Alessandra Ani.
All right.
who ended up being injured right before heading to this tournament. And so Vele, despite being a late addition, has got some valuable court time already. She's appeared in at least 3 games for the Papua New Guinea Peppers.
Yeah, we do see her coming on for at least 1 or 2 quarters in the past few games.
And she's quite a strong body, and I think that's one of her advantages inside that circle is she's really able to tussle and hold on to the space that they require. Alvis stands in. And it's a closer shot for her to pull off. Do you think Sri Lanka will be disappointed with the way the game has slipped away from them?
I think definitely, because I think they were in control for really most parts, especially in the first half. Just that slip in that third quarter, I think just lost focus. Maybe fatigue started setting in because we just saw quite a bit of lapses and mistakes that were created in the third quarter. And I think they've gathered, I think they've realized the mistakes came off that third quarter. I think they've gone back to that momentum once again in the fourth. I think we see a more tightly contested fourth quarter now. Yeah, I think so. It just really shows that netball is really a 4-quarter game. Like, it's a full game effort. Like, you just can't rely on winning 1 or 2 quarters. Yeah.
And it is quite brutal on the body in that span because 15 minutes can be a long time to play.
Yes.
And when things aren't going your way, you can kind of think, oh, how long is left?
And it doesn't help that they haven't had a rest day. So they've been playing 3-4 consecutive games now since the start of this tournament.
There's a little win for Sri Lanka, though, on the rebound. And just one back by Sivia here.
Yes.
Edge of the circle, she's punching onto it really nicely.
It's quite a hard knock against Ovoa, but she took it quite strongly and she's attempting the shot now. There we have it. PNG has reached the 60th mark. You're going to say something, Brittany?
I was just going to say, well, this was, a bit of a challenge for Sri Lanka to try and hold on to the top 3 spot on the ladder because they were already overtaken by the Cook Islands when they won this morning against Canada 63-37. So with this, Sri Lanka will take a hit on the ladder and will start to pull out of that race for the top 2 spot.
So if PNG wins this at the end of this game, does that mean Sri Lanka definitely has no chance at finals?
I think it depends on what happens today because there are still a number of teams that have only won 1 out of their 3 games so far. So it kind of leaves it up to fate, but it's going to get really tough for sure. And as we age towards the end of the tournament, bodies get more fatigued, players spend a lot of time on court, so yeah, this was kind of one that they really needed to win. And it's an interesting time for Sri Lanka because we know there has been some retirements and some players that weren't able to join them with more experience on this tour. But they were the Asian champs last year.
They were the Asian defending champions for a couple of years, actually, since 2018 at least. Yeah, they won it back-to-back, 2018 as well as the recent one last year. Yeah.
So we know they have high standards for themselves.
Yes, they do.
And so this is a bit of a transition phase, I guess, as we test some new combinations on court.
You see a turnover there by PNG. You can see the mid-court players, both Madison and Ishii, just really bring it down really quick and fast with their ball speed. I don't know, they just look like they're not even tired. A lot of engine.
But there has been a lot more rotation in their side for this game in particular.
That's true.
Particularly in that mid-court has been threading the needle. That was pinpoint accuracy on the feed.
Great pass. And Ovoa, she knows that you can count on her just pulling all those balls in, She has really good takes. Just coming to the last 2 minutes of this game. So I think the score has blown up quite a bit. But let's see what Sri Lanka can do in this final few minutes. Oh, there we have it.
Taviri, great hands over. 2 minutes ticking down. They're so confident just to send that long feed in, especially because Ovoa really likes to occupy the front space.
Yep.
So if Sri Lanka had a little bit more puff left, it'd be encouraging them just to get their feet moving, keep moving around the body of the opposition and just try and confuse that feed, because it's coming in so thick and fast at the moment that the speed at which Pepis are scoring makes it really difficult for Sri Lanka to even get a look in. Big smiles on that bench.
Yeah. Everyone really looking pleased with what's happening on court so far.
Some members there in the coaching staff that were part of the last time Papua New Guinea won the Nations Cup way back in 2008.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago. So it's the same management actually, is it? Is that right?
Some of those coaches and managers were involved in the team at the time, so they were players back then. Yeah, 2008. 3 times runners-up Papua New Guinea. Now they're in with a shot to try and win the title again for a second time this year. Sri Lanka in their last push to post, maybe.
Just see a penalty just outside the circle. There we have it. Nice block off by the goal shooter Sri Lanka. Semini, I thought she just did really well just to secure her space.
And so edging towards 70 here with 20 seconds on the clock. There's plenty of time for one more goal, and it will be the largest score we've seen from the Pepes at the Nations Cup, which is really interesting considering they went into the first quarter breakdown and they've been able to turn that around to get their highest total score as a team on day 4.
Is Ovo able to sing that last shot for Team PNG? And she does.
67 goals to 51. It is a huge win here for the Pepes. We hope everyone watching from Port Moresby is happy with that one.
Yeah, I thought it was a tremendous effort actually from both teams, and especially with Sri Lanka. I thought they played the first half really, really well. I thought they made PNG look a bit panicky, like, oh wow, you know, like they're bringing it to them, but just a little bit of slip and a couple of mistakes in the third quarter, just probably losing focus. But PNG, being the dominant nation so far in this tournament, just managed to hold off and actually just got better in the second half, actually.
Well, that was a whopping quarter. 22 goals in the space of 15 minutes for the Pepes.
Wow.
So they roll into the day off now with so much momentum, so much confidence. And, you know, when you have the day off, you can probably relax a little bit knowing that they head into the final stages of this tournament as the clear favourites. So well done to the Pepes on that win. Pav, well done on your insights, as always. It's great to occupy the mic with you again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brittany.
And we are signing off this second game on day 4 with Singapore and Singapore A yet to come here at the OCBC Arena.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, standing by with Papua New Guinea's Jacqueline Dahari. Jacqueline, 4 wins in 4 now. What's been the key to success for you guys here in Singapore?
Just consistency, discipline, communication, on court and off the court as well, and just working with new combinations every game and getting together. Yeah.
You guys made a couple of changes for this game. Started a bit slow as well, but how did you turn things around against Sri Lanka today?
Like I said, we went back to the drawing board in the second quarter, settled in a bit, back to the basics, give and goes worked for us, and getting it up to the shooters. Yeah.
And you get an off day tomorrow as well. What are you guys going to be up to on your off day?
I'm not sure. I think we're going to the shops, but we'll rejuvenate and gather ourselves for next game against Cook Islands, and then go from there.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on Friday. Go enjoy the rest. But before you do, we've always got a match ball to be signed and given away to one lucky fan here in the arena. All right, Jacqueline. They know what to do. They're going to make noise. They're going to go crazy. They're going to try to get your attention. So it's up to you to pick who you think is the craziest, loudest, most deserving fan here at the OCBC Arena. There you go. Thank you so much, Jacqueline Nahari. Go enjoy your rest. We still got one more game to come here at the Mirxes Nations Cup 2023. Singapore taking on Singapore A. That one's going to start at 7 p.m.